Hey everybody, Shama32 here, welcome to the channel. We're here today to react to the 5th episode of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I have just double checked and I've managed to get the subtitles working for this one. So that's going to be a big bonus for me because, well, you've been here before with the previous reactions, you've known they've not worked and I've struggled with retaining the information, and especially one of the episodes where you first get on the ship. Info dump type episode, and I was like, my head just missed a whole half of it because I couldn't read it at the same time, but I just went into the credits a little bit and the subtitles are working, so great big bonus. But anyway, that last episode was really fun. Those two cops at the end were hilarious, and I feel really bad with Slarty Bartfast. I had to think for a second then. I had Zaphod stuck in my head because I was trying to recap everything beforehand and I finished on him. They got really weird names. You got blame me too much for getting them confused. But yeah, I really feel sorry for Slarty Bartfast because he really just wanted to show his plans to the mic, and they go, "Oh, we won't use it and need it anymore." It's just like, and then his plans got stuck in the door. It was so, I felt so bad for him. And then obviously the mice just wanted to take, because they was like going, "Okay, there's a human here. We'll just need your brain because it'll be in there somewhere." And Trillian and Ford were like, "No." They thought, of course, was all up for that until he heard that there was police or the equivalent there, and he's like, "Okay, let's go." And it was so funny with them going backwards and forwards. There was one part that I feel like it could have been left out for the TV show. I don't know if it was in the radio show first, but it was the part where it went back in, where I can't remember if it was Slarty Bartfast showing Arthur it, but when they went back to those two warring aliens because they overheard him speaking, somehow it went back through time and it showed them like arguing because in one language it meant an insult type thing, but then they warred for it for years and years, and then they came to peace because they figured out where it came from and then travelled. It hadn't taken millions of years or thousands of years at least, and then get out by a dog, and it was just like, was weird. And of course met the great computer, or you found out the meaning of life, 42. And then they asked the question again, but we didn't find out the question, did we? So maybe we'll find that out this episode, although the fact they're trying to escape. But then again, where's Marvin? We didn't get him at all last time, did we? Because Arthur left him on the surface all by himself, poor thing. Hopefully he'll figure it out and he'll save the day. Marvin will save the day. We'll have to put up with that computer. My God, I hope they changed that the computer on the ship's like personality, because it was all way too happy before, but then it's like way too like going, "Oh, you've got to be careful. You've got to wrap up warm." And a bit overprotective with them. It's like, "Oh God, what'll be done?" But yeah, it was a good episode. It's weird, this show. It's really, really weird, but I like it because if you go in there knowing it's going to be really bizarre and really like off-center, off-kilter type thing, like not your typical type of comedy, you'll enjoy it. But if you go in like not knowing, or just like expecting a comedy, like sci-fi comedy thing, you'll be like, won't be that sure on it. But yeah, I do feel like that bit with the aliens could have been cut out. But I really like seeing like the fact that with the scientists questioning the computer, it was like the same actors, just like descendants. So, like, they kept on the tradition for that family, and they had the argument with the philosophers. And I love how the computer was like going, "You guys could capitalize on this." Me having had speculate and all that sort of stuff, and they're like, "Oh, poop," type thing. But yeah, I really got I can't remember. Somebody said there was a connection with Monty Python. I think through the writing or something like that. Somebody that wrote for this kind of wrote for Monty Python a lot. But the actors, like, one of them looked like Eric Idle, and the other one looked like Michael Palin and Terry Jones wrapped in one. And I was quite confused for a bit. I thought it was them, but it wasn't, obviously. But I wonder how they're going to get out of things at the end, because like Ford and Zaphod were like resigned to it. They were singing the Beetlejuice like thing from there where they come from, because they're distant cousins or second cousins or something like that. But yeah, I wonder how they're going to get past those two policemen, because my God, they were gun happy. They were like a gun-happy couple. Because my God, they seemed like they were acting like a little couple. It was funny. But I'm looking forward to this one. Especially now we've got subtitles. It better work now. I've said that. It probably won't work now, my luck, won't it? We know how my luck is at the moment. Fingers crossed I can get this out relatively soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next episode goes live. Let's get going with the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Subtitles working. And yes, I have changed my hat. My head was getting cold. And also having a beanie hat. Okay, I hope to keep my headphones in. Also, I want to thank the person who commented the name of the song by the Eagles. This is it. I did not know that, so thank you so much. I've now got it on my phone. It's a lot of fun listening to it. It makes me smile. Thank you. Peter Davidson and David Prowse. The Star Wars and Doctor Who fan of me is very happy right now. This has got to be where Peter Davidson met. Is what? Don't know if they're ex, but yeah.
Of a being called the Great Green Arkle Seizure.
Lovely.
In perpetual fear of the time they call the coming
Of the Great
are small blue creatures with
50 arms.
in being the only race in history to have invented the aerosol deodorant before the wheel.
I can imagine that many arms, you could have sweaty armpits.
One day, a race of hyper-intelligent, pan-dimensional
42.
built themselves a gigantic supercomputer.
Deep Thought, that's the name of the computer, yeah.
To calculate once and for all the answer to the ultimate question.
Okay, so that's the reason they did it.
And everything. Deep Thought computed and eventually announced that the answer was in fact 42.
Yeah. Kind of like a recap a bit, but with a new little bit of information too.
And this computer, which was called the Earth, was so large that it was frequently mistaken for a planet, particularly by these strange ape-like beings who roamed.
Whoa, look at the colour they put on it.
Unaware that they were simply part of a gigantic computer program.
Yeah, we're completely hair on the head. Sometimes. Gullibility rating 9. Yeah. Some higher than others. Peeling potatoes.
However, at the critical moment of readout, the Earth was unexpectedly demolished.
Yeah. Unexpectedly, so they didn't read the plans in their local office either.
Are now being shot at behind the computer.
Yeah, how are they going to get out? Agrathea, yeah. I still love how the head looks. Because they've got the eyes moving ever so often for something, so it doesn't look completely, like, just there. What's it? Whoa, fuck. That's what happened at the end.
Is 4.2 seconds from now.
4.2, 42, number there again. Shit, what's gonna... How the hell did they get out of that? Okay. What the hell happened?
Your whole life. Yeah. At least I assume it was mine. I spent a lot of time out of my skulls, you know?
Huh. Maybe you can remember some stuff now.
Standing dead in this desolate...
Restaurant.
Standing dead in this desolate...
5-star restaurant.
Yeah.
In the shit. Did Marvin do it? Where's Marvin?
Oh, wow, I hope not.
It is not unusual for our customers to be a little disorientated by the time journey, so if I might suggest...
Oh!
What time journey?
Yeah.
This isn't the afterlife.
Afterlife? No, sir.
We're not dead.
Sir is most evidently alive, otherwise I would not attempt to serve, sir.
Hmm.
And where the photon are we?
Yeah. Millways.
Hey, I've sussed it. This must be... Milliways.
Milliways, sorry.
Yes, this is Milliway.
What's Milliways?
The restaurant at the end of the universe.
Oh, okay.
When did that end?
In just a few minutes, sir. Now, if you will order drink...
Just the whole universe is ending in a few minutes. What? Oh, they've gone fast forwarded in time. Okay.
There's no chance of a cup of tea.
None.
Huh. Oh, is that why everybody? That guy there looks depressed because the universe is ending. Okay.
Vast time bubble has been projected into the far future to the
Yeah.
precise moment.
I'm so glad we got subtitles.
You can book retrospectively in advance, as it were, when you return to your own time.
Okay.
You
This
can
is, of
visit
course,
it as many
impossible.
times as you like, and be sure of never meeting yourself, because
Oh.
of the embarrassment this usually causes.
Whoa. That was weird but cool.
You've done 6 impossible things this morning. Why not round it off with breakfast at Millyway's, the restaurant at the end of the universe?
Isn't that the name of one of the books? It sounds so familiar.
Incredible. The people, the things,
Wow. Whoa, that guy behind him's aesthetics were awesome.
the food.
Wow, it's busy.
Clothes.
That's exactly what they were looking at.
Clothes.
Yes, the clothes. Absolutely the clothes, yes. Where they weren't looking at anyone.
Everybody's here. You know everybody who was anybody.
Uh-huh. Who?
Guys, how did you do?
How did you do? What?
Hey, Zephyr.
I like the crystals and that.
Look, see. It's Hot
Who?
Black Desiato.
Hot Black Desiato?
Who is he?
Hot Black Desiato? You never heard of Disaster Area?
No.
Did you miss out?
Okay. This is weird.
Bring me volume 3 of the wine list.
Volume 3?
Hey, Hot Black. How you doing? It's great to see you, big boy. How's the noise?
Has he put on an accent?
Really, very, very fat and unwell. Amazing. Remember the old days? Wow, we used to hang.
I think he's dead.
Slim's Throat Emporium.
I think they might be dead.
And in the stage act, it ends with this ship crashing right into the sun. Oh, and you actually do it. I mean,
Shit.
sun.
That's where they're by the star systems. Are they alive? I thought they're not going to remember him.
Beat it.
Who are you?
I'm the guy that's telling you to beat it before it gets beaten for you.
That's David Prowse. You can hear the West Country accent coming through.
And I am Mr. Desiato's bodyguard, and I'm responsible.
Yeah, that's David Prowse.
So take it away before it gets damaged.
You're trying to do an accent, but you can hear the West Country.
Let him speak for himself.
He speaks to no one.
Why? What's the matter with him?
He's dead.
Disaster Area, a plutonium rock band.
Plutonium rock band?
Zones are generally held to be not only
The
the
death.
loudest rock band in the galaxy, but in fact the loudest noise of any kind at all.
Damn. He's probably completely deaf.
Follow the familiar theme of boy being meets girl being beneath a silvery moon, which then explodes for no adequately explored reason.
Well, they're popular.
Sometimes for artistic reasons, but most commonly because the band's public addresses.
Oh, so a lot of people don't like him.
Strategic arms limitations triggers.
Ooh. A lot of damage.
That the whole fabric of the space-time continuum is not merely curved, it is in fact totally bent.
I thought they were going to go wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Oh, hi there, Ford. Did you talk to your big noise friend?
Hot Black? Yeah.
Oh, he got his ass kicked, didn't he?
Oh, what did he say?
No,
Oh no, he got beaten up.
you're dead for tax reasons.
Oh, yeah?
Ah, okay. Okay. Tax reasons.
And I have come straight from the very, very other end of time where I've been hosting a show at the Big Bang Burger Bar, where we had a very exciting evening, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got a there's something at the beginning of time too, fair enough.
The end of history itself.
And they're all excited about it. What? It's not actually going to happen. They're going to, like, leave. It's a time bubble.
The band is playing, and as the force-shielded dome above us
Yeah,
slides
force shield.
apart, revealing a dark and sullen sky hung with the ancient
Whoa.
vivid, swollen stars, I can see that we are in for a fabulous evening's apocalypse.
Because it's a time double, it must replay it every night. So they see this every night, right? Meet the meat. Oh my. Oh. What?
Good evening, madame and gentlemen. I am the main dish of the day. May I interest you in parts of my body?
Hell no!
Oh, well. Something off my shoulder, perhaps.
God no, I don't want to eat something I've spoken to.
The rump is very good, sir. I have been.
Oh God, that leg bent up like that, and he's actually considering it.
Hey, what's the problem, Earthman?
I don't want to eat an animal that's lying there inviting me to.
I completely agree. Yeah.
May I urge you, sir, to consider my liver?
Oh, sorry, liver. Ugh.
Which is why it was decided to cut through the whole tangled problem by breeding an animal that actually wanted to be eaten.
Oh, they bred it that way.
You know, we don't want to make a meal of the issues. We'll have 4 rest steaks and hurry, please.
Very wise choice, sir. Very good. I'll just nip off and shoot myself.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, no!
Hey, what's eating you, Earthman?
Oh, I would have slapped. Oh, God, the idea of that is disgusting.
Emptiness, oblivion, absolute nothing.
Well, he's not creepy in the slightest.
Having a hangover in the mornings, for there will be no more mornings.
But then they go back in time. I'm so confused.
And a party of minor deities from the halls of Asgard.
Wait, what? Really? Fair enough. Damn.
A party of devout believers from the Church of the Second Coming of the great prophet Zod. Still waiting for the second coming.
One of them looked like he's wearing the outfit from the guys that were talking to the computer when they asked, they wanted to know the question.
And then to return home to your own eras and raise families and strive for new and better societies and fight terrible wars for what you know is right. It gives one real hope for the whole future of lifekind. Except, of course, we know it hasn't got one.
He's really creepy but weird, and I'm confused.
No.
Yeah?
Who, me?
Mr. Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Yeah.
Yeah?
There is a phone call for you, sir.
Oh, who's it gonna be? Oh God, the guy's head!
I am not personally acquainted with the metal gentleman in question, sir.
Metal?
Hey, Marv!
That he's been awaiting your return for a considerable number of millennia.
Oh, he's been on his own!
I see. So you mean we've traveled in time, but not in space?
Listen, you semi-evolved simian, go climb a tree, will you?
Go bang our heads together, Four Eyes.
No. Your monkey has got it right. You jumped forward many millions of years in
He's like, hang on, you call me a monkey!
position in space.
And Fords are like a little thing.
It must be Marvin.
A paranoid android.
Space cookies!
You left him all on his own!
Hi there, Marvin, kid. How you doing?
I think you ought to know I'm feeling very depressed.
He's allowed to after being on his own for that long. That's horrible.
Where can we find you, Marvin?
You don't have to pretend to be interested in me, you know.
Oh, poor Marvin.
Reverse primary thrust, Marvin, that's what they say to me. Open airlock number 3, Marvin. Marvin, can you pick up that piece of paper?
Oh, Marvin.
Brain the size of a... But I'm quite used to being humiliated.
I'm so glad that he's managed to find them.
I'm in the car park.
What are you doing in the car park?
Parking cars. What else does one do?
Oh,
That makes 2 of us.
Come on, you guys, let's go. Marvin's down in the car park.
The car.
I like how they got a car park.
He's parking cars.
There.
What else, dum-dum? Come on, let's go.
But they got a car park at the end of the world.
Hey, Marvin, kid, are we pleased to see you?
No, you're not.
Yes, they are.
Fight.
Hanging around waiting for us all this time.
The first 10 million years.
Oh, poor thing.
It's the people you meet in this job who really get you down. The best conversation I had was over 34 million years ago.
Oh dear.
But she went cross-eyed.
Hey, you can't. You see, it's just totally frictionless. Hey, this must be one mother of a mover. Well, what do you reckon, Ford? What do you reckon? We should just stroll off with it?
What about the probability drive and all that?
Hey, Dave. Yeah. How do you get into it? Just don't spoil a beautiful idea, will you, Ford? Maybe the robot can figure something out. Yeah. Hey, Marvin!
Oh, no. Something's going to go wrong, isn't it? What's going to happen?
Those who want me to help you to get into this spaceship.
Yes.
And
Will you just
open
listen?
the door for you.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you'd just tell me.
What are they going to do after this, though? Or they got to get back in time? Fair play, Marvin!
Oh, didn't I tell you I've got a brain the size
of a planet. Fair play, Marvin. Oh, something's going to go so wrong right now because we've still got one episode left. Whoa, does... Oh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Darth Vader's going to come kick your butt.
Hey, this is one ace wonderful ship, hey, Ford.
Oh, dear.
Pity it doesn't seem to work, innit?
Oh, God, the disaster area guy's got no money, I bet.
This is the most stylish ship I have ever been in, right? We are gonna stay and make it work, okay?
You make it work.
Yeah, I can make any ship work.
Yeah, of course you can. He got autopilot. Autopilot to where? But what? Oh, God, did they get on the ship as well? And if they leave now, are they going to get caught in the explosion?
The universe itself will be at an end.
And the other guy's already leaving as well before it's ended.
I don't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, big hand please for the great prophet Zarquan.
Oh, Zarquan's actually there. Fair enough.
Everybody, I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I had a terrible time, all sorts of things cropping up at the last moment. How are we for time?
Bye. Oh, he got there in the end, though. Whoa, I like that effect. That's gorgeous.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, apart from its relative cheapness and the fact that it's
Slightly suspect bookshop.
Panic, written in large, friendly letters on the cover, is its compendious and occasionally accurate glossary.
Yeah. God, how many pages?
The universe. Some information to help you live in it. 1. Area. Infinite.
What's this got to do with just what was just happening, though?
It is known that there are an infinite number of worlds, but that not every one of them is inhabited.
Yeah.
So if every planet in the universe has a population of 0, then the entire population of the universe must also be 0. And any people who may meet from time to time are merely the products of a deranged imagination.
Oh, my head hurts trying to understand that. I don't think you're meant to, are you? Oh, not.
But since a ningy is a triangular rubber coin 6,800 miles along each side, no one has ever collected enough to own one pew.
I can imagine.
From this basic premise, it is
okay.
to prove that the galactic banks are also the...
What's this got to do with the rest of the story?
Well, in fact, there is an awful lot of this, largely because of the total lack of money, trade, banks, or anything else that might keep all the non-existent people of the universe...
Whoa, they joined two together. Two together communication, yep, I get it.
However, it's not worth
very nice.
A long discussion of it now.
Well, I love the graphics and like the fonts they use and that. Oh shit! Did the guy get on there?
Which are labeled in black on a black background. A small black light lights up black to let you know you've done it. Hey, what is this? Some kind of galactic hyperhearse?
Seems like it, because I reckon the guy's dead.
Perhaps he was feeling very depressed.
It's beginning to make me feel spacey.
Time, Sid. We're going backwards through time.
Oh,
I
really am going to be ill.
Hey, go ahead. We could do with a little color about the place.
Huh. Very true. It might help him see things.
It's better if you manage to make sense of the controls.
No, somebody else turned the light on. No.
We just stopped fiddling with them.
Second stage autopilot.
Hot black. The black ship's ready to crash into the sun of Kakarot. Time to get there ourselves.
Wait, what? Wait a second. Peter Davison was that was Peter Davison as the dish of the day? Yeah, David Price was the bodyguard. I recognize the waiter too, but I did not guess that was Peter Davidson. I don't know when this was released. Maybe he was known as Doctor Who then, so they put him like in a special appearance and then put his name there, and everybody to make people watch and go, "Oh, where's the Doctor?" I guess because he's number 5. Yeah, so he would have been the Doctor. So maybe. Huh? I like that was. I was looking for him the whole way. I never would have guessed that was him. Those prosthetics were fantastic, and his voice. I didn't recognise the voice at all. Holy crap, I can't believe that was Peter Davidson. Damn. That was weird. It's like mostly contained in that one location, which is kind of cool. Must have been a big set. Now, I like how they had the rocks, like they had like a cling film type. Not cling film, I can't remember what the stuff is, but you know what I mean, to make the rocks all shiny and that. And then they had like the crystals coming down and shooting up as well. It was really cool, interesting, like seemed retro but futuristic as well. But weird, like there's so many points in my head. Even reading it, my head was like, huh? I couldn't make sense of any of it. But fucking hell. Barry Frank Warren as Hot Black Desiato. I recognise that name too. Barry Frank Warren. Yeah, that was so. Colin Jeavons as Max Ford, which I think was the MC of the night. Huh. I'm still stuck on the fact that Dish of the Day was Peter Davidson. That was a really weird episode. Like, it was just them, like, talking. It didn't... Yeah, it explained it was how we got there, but we've now not got the ship. Although we might go back in time to the ship, because I don't know if we're travelling in that, but then that ship at the end said about the I've forgotten the name of the band. But that ship was going into the sun, because that was part of the act. Did David Fry... Did the bodyguard and Hot Black get on the ship? Are they there as well? Or were they going to a performance, to perform a performance, and that ship is part of the act? Because Ford was like saying to him, like, when you actually do fly a ship into the sun, type thing. So maybe that, oh dear, maybe that ship's now going back to a performance. So they can do that. Oh dear, that could be a bit messy. Yeah. I'm just completely thrown. By Peter Davidson. Like, I was guessing, like, also, like, I was going, is he one of the aliens in the background and they just put his name because he's a known person? I feel so sick, like, because I was really looking for David Price and I thought I knew what he was. I don't know. I know what he looks like now. Or did recently. Like, 10 years ago at least. But I don't know what he looked back then. So, like, when that guy was on his own, he was like going, that's not him. No, he'd be younger then. That's not him. And then he stood next to the others, and I was like, that's definitely not him. Because David Price would, like, be head and shoulders above the rest. That's why he was in the Darth Vader suit. Huh! And you could tell at first he was trying on an accent, but that distinctive West Country accent. Mine's not as strong as that. It doesn't sound like it to me. But even to me, that's a strong West Country accent. We say West Country because like, typical farmer type, like, stereotypical farmer type accent. And that. God, I've now got songs in my head. The Wurzels. It's that type of accent. If you look at the Wurzels. Great, I've now got them stuck in my head. No! But that was alright. It just... I believe the Restaurant at the End of the Universe, I swear that's a different book. When they put it into books. I swear it's a different... That's the name of one of the other books. Either that or it's a chapter and title or something like that. Because this was not in the film. It absolutely was not in the film. And I swear it, and they cut it out. Because either that or when they did the film, they intended to do the next book. I think they must have based the film on the book. And I think this one must have been in the next one. because I swear the film ended up with slightly fast than that. And it didn't even get to that far. I can't remember. I would like to try and do the film at some point. Again, like a rewatch commentary of it, to see, like compare it to this. But it's the lack of time to watch it and record and also edit moment. Although if I did do the film, it would just be a commentary, and every so often have footage come up to help with syncing it for you guys. Because like I struggle with these sometimes. Some of the length of a film is a no. It's a no. Huh. I almost feel like that episode could have not been in there, you know what I mean? It was alright, it was funny. There was entertaining parts in there, but that depends on what's next. What's in the last episode, because the next episode's the last one. And it depends on what's in that next episode as to whether this one fits in. But I think like if I was watching this like as it was, I'd be like, huh? What? It just seems like a complete shift. For me, anyway. Well, not a complete shift, it just felt like it was like a second season. Like a different story. But not. It's really weird. It was a complete, like, obviously a different shift in location, but it just felt like this could have been... Oh, how to describe it? You know, like a modern Who, where they'll have like an overarching storyline, like in the background throughout the season, but each episode, most of the time, each episode is like an individual episode. They can have like a monster of the week type thing, but there'll be something in the background. It felt like the stuff with Zaphod and the police were in the background because it got mentioned on the phone call part, but it was more of a contained episode. It just had that background art, like with the 11th Doctor and Amy, where it had the crack in the wall that would appear, like just like as they walk away from something and things like that. It felt like that, you know what I mean? And it would have felt back like more okay if it was a longer season. I prefer to say season than series when, like, for series 1, series 2, because series is the total thing. Season, that. Anyway, yeah, it felt like was an individual, like, contained episode with the overarching storyline. It's all right. I think I'd love, if my brain let me, which I know it won't at any point. Like, I bet there's loads of people that would literally just pause and just raid. I was just going to say something else and I can't remember what it was, and I switched halfway through. I hate when my head does that. But I think there'd be people that would read through all the little bits of the book put up. I swear this is another one of the books. I would like to have the books at some point. I don't know if I'll ever read them. I think I'd be more likely to, like, listen to the audio drama, the radio drama. I think. Then read the book. I'd like the book, so I can have the option of it. But I've got so many books I want to read that I own, and I find it difficult. My brain doesn't let me just sit down and read a book. It's very difficult for me to do that, which sucks because there's so many books. I've got books I want to read, and I just can't get myself to do it. So much other stuff to do anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure about that episode. The last episode was really good. I really liked Slightly Barfast in the last one. It was an alright episode. It just felt separate, but slightly joined. Like, again, like the episode with the Monster of the Week type episode with Modern Who. Yeah, I think if I hadn't seen David Prowse's name or Peter Davidson's name, maybe that would have been different. I don't think it would have been, but yeah, I still can't believe that was Peter Davidson doing that. I did not recognise him at all. I didn't recognise the voice. If this was where he met Trillian, Sandra Dickinson, that would have been hilarious. She's like, you've seen me as a meal. You can do anything. Yeah, to think. That dish of the day was David Tennant's father-in-law. Yeah, it's weird. The Doctor and Darth Vader in the same episode. Made me quite happy. But yeah, I think that honestly, I think for me that highlights were David Prowse and Peter Davison. That was just weird. That made me uncomfortable, which I think that's kind of the style of the humor in this for me. Like, it's weird to the point of like almost uncomfortable, but not too uncomfortable. But that's just it's just that weirdness. That's the type of show it is, or story. It's that weird, not quite bizarre, but you know what I mean. But that did make me quite uncomfortable, like the going, come on, have a bit of my shoulder type thing. It's like I was definitely with Arthur there. I was like, oh god! And soon when he put his like the trotter or whatever it was on his shoulder, Arthur's face, I would have been like, I probably would have either passed out or been sick. Oh, just the thought of that. It's like, oh, god no. I know they bred it to want to be eaten, but still, like, you don't want to talk to something you're just about to have as a meal. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the MC because I will recognize him. I know it sounds weird, but you reminded me of the child catcher in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but also Pee Wee Herman. Colin Jeavons. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'll laugh at it if it was actually the child catcher. That'd be funny. I don't think it is, but he just looked like that's what I got because he was creepy, but he was good at the talking and stuff like that. So I think that's what. It's such a weird episode. They're all weird, but that one just felt like a little bit at. It's this. I know this is the style of what it is. This is like a bit disjointed. It's a bit all over the place. That's what it is. And I've been all right with the rest of it like that, but this one just felt like a different, not a different show, but a different season. I know what I mean. I just can't word it right. Be interesting to see how it ends. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it ends. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'd love to know what you thought of this episode. What did you think of my criticisms? Did you know that was Peter Davison? What did you think of David Prowse's accent? Because I think he was trying one. But it's such a voice. It's very difficult to get rid of that West Country accent. It is. I can't do accents either. I'm terrible at them. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Give the notification bell a tick so you know when the next episode goes live. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye.